Hey loves, let me take you on a spiritual journey. Come spend some time and see how my ancestors guide me. Enjoy. Hello loves and welcome back to my spiritual journey. Today we will be talking about self-divination. So self-divination is a way of just interpreting messages from spirit, from your oversoul, on which you feel as though you should be doing. Many forms and types of divination, and not just self-divination. You can also get other people to divine for you. But every message is not meant for all other ears to hear. So I like to self divine, but every now and then it's perfectly fine to go to someone who does tarot or something like that to divine for you. But today we'll be talking about the different types of divination and what I like specifically for myself. So, um, there are many different forms of self divination. You have tarot, you have astrology, you have palmistry, you have runes, bone throwing. Um, Guidance cards, numerology. There's many different ways to do it. Scrying. Me in particular, I do scry sometimes. Like I do book scrying, which is where I ask a question, and then after I ask that question, I scry through a book until the pendulum stops and is on a specific word, and then I divine what message I'm getting from that word or that sentence. Um, that is not my main way of divining, but it definitely works. I ask my oversoul to lead me to the right place when I'm divining, and I let the pendulum swing. And what it says, what it goes to is what it goes to, and it's all up to me to decipher what I feel like that message means. And I do this kind of the same thing with my main way of divining, but my main way of divining is through divination cards. So my favorite two divination decks are the numerology deck and the Soul Journey deck. These are definitely my two favorite. They are the ones that I use the most when divining with my oversoul. Um, we'll probably have another video on oversoul later, but for those of you who already know, higher self, oversoul, or whatever you want to call it, your highest you. So, when I want to have when I want to actually know what it is to when I want to actually answer a question from my oversoul, I ask my oversoul specific things like what what career should I pick next, or what um, job should I apply for, or what business would I like to open up, or which direction should I take this business in? Should I specifically stick to this area or this area? Any type of question that you want to ask. It doesn't have to be like anything huge, and it doesn't have to, little small things are fine to ask, and big things are fine too. It's your oversoul, it knows what it wants for your life. So I ask, all types of questions, and then with these decks, they have different now they have the books in them that explain each of the cards. They have their own meanings, their own answers, and their own affirmations behind it, which I absolutely love. Like for number 14 is moderation, and then they have an affirmation on the back of the page, which tells you they give you the explanation, and then they also give you the affirmation for it. So the affirmation for moderation would be, with temperance and moderation, I create balance in my life. So this will be a guidance, a guidance deck. But you don't always have to go by the definition that's in the book. I don't always go by the definition that's in the book. I go by what I feel that word is specifically meaning to me due to what my situation is and what it is that I'm feeling. So those are just some of the ways that I like to divine, a couple of my favorite ways. But let me know in the comments what ways you like to divine. What are some of your favorite ways, and what are some of the ways you just dibbled and dabbled in and just tried out and worked out for you, but you don't do all the time, or some of the ways that you tried and didn't work out for you at all. Let me know in the comments. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace and love.